With long-lasting battery life on the Dell PC, you can keep going from morning to night.
Cause you get what you think, a lesson I had to learn from getting what I don't want here. Hearing lectures from my spirit is coming through as my thoughts. You should really pay attention because it is worth the cost. The concept is not a long shot, really more like a toss. This reality is flexible, bending to what you want. And your thoughts are the currency, spend it on what you want. You get to keep all the change and change your life with a thought. If that's what you really want, then think about what you want. Don't think about the obstacles cause you could jump across. I understand that the pressure is something you can't avoid. And that monkey on your back is riding you like a horse. Just think about what you want, what you really, really want. Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Easier said than done though, I know it ain't that simple, but practice makes perfect. Just get in the gym mode, meditate, elevate to see where you wanna go. You may not use it now, take it down as a mental note. I promise that it won't hurt, it could only help. Training your thoughts, you can do it all by yourself. Life's a one-player game, you're playing all by yourself. And if your thoughts become reality, you created this for yourself. Imagine how you could excel, don't give it a try, you can't have failed. Taking your shot, just put the nail in the coffin. Now paying attention to your thoughts made you a prophet. And you getting everything you want because you thought it. Feels like magic when things happen like you thought it. Nobody hates when miracles happen to them too often. You call it a blessing, I say it's what you really wanted. You can have anything if you really, really want it. Yes, you can have that if you really want it. It's already in your bag cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Yes, you can have that if you really want it. It's already in your bag cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it.
Roll smooth with a bang.
Shawty wanna roll, shawty wanna ride, shawty wanna fly and watch you fly. Wanna take a trip across the globe. I can take you there and it's for show. I can show you the world, show you the world, show you the world, show you the world.
I can show you the world just cause you are my girl. Emotions mixing into the swirl. You have what I call intuition, better than most. Let's dish this life and see the world. You can say yes with a toast, and together we'll go. Maybe your way will float to a place across the 7 seas where nobody else know. And yes, I got flow, so I think you should know that I'm gonna show you the world. There is no place you can't go. So fly with me as I begin to see what the future will be for you and me. So now I'm gone, now I'm thrown into the game. Yes, I'm blowing up like grenades. Yes, I got paid.
Shawty wanna roll, shawty wanna ride, shawty wanna fly and watch you fly. Wanna take a trip across the globe. I can take you there and it's for show. I can show you the world, show you the world, show you the world, show you the world.
DFM.
Oh, I forgot my light. Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. It's good to be in here once again with y'all, putting that work in. Why I feel like I'm looking over there when I'm over here, trying to be over there. Hold on, let me move my camera. There you go. That's what was getting me yesterday. Straighten it out a little taste. Take the hood off. Alright. Hey, now that's much better. Hey, It's good to be in here with y'all again. Another Healthy Mental Thursday. I got a nice and simple, smooth ride for us on this Healthy Mental Thursday. So just roll with me. I'm going to get y'all motivation for right now. And then we'll go from there. Hope everybody is feeling great. We just going to type in, again, motivation. I put on some of the filters too, just to give us some variation. I ain't seen my mans in a minute. Let's
Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. So over at youtube.com/100days, I'm in the midst of a health and fitness journey with my best friend Chris. Hold up, did I just say I'm on a journey? Hank, I'm becoming a self-help book. Speaking of which, I have long been an avowed enemy of the motivational quote, you know, like tough times don't last, but tough people do, or nothing worth having comes easy, or what's the point of being alive if you don't at least try to do something remarkable, which is actually a quote from my so my bad. My first problem with motivational quotes is that, like, they aren't true. Like, tough people don't last. Like all people, they die. And many things that are worth having come easily. Like bananas, for instance, are available at almost any supermarket for like 50 cents. Also, hopefully the characters in An Abundance of Catherine spend that novel learning that an unremarkable life can be fulfilling and meaningful. Then there's that old Walt Disney line, if you can dream it, you can do it, which has appeared on more posters than Justin Bieber's face, despite being manifestly untrue. Like, have you ever even had a dream? I once had a dream I was a Tuatara. And if the mountain we must conquer exists within ourselves, then why did you climb all those actual physical mountains, Sir Edmund Hillary?
Hey, so look, check this out. I see where he going with this, and I like it. That's all I want to say.
Have been at home meditating, conquering the mountain within yourself. Also, just for the record, neither Walt Disney nor Sir Edmund Hillary ever said those quotes that are so often attributed to them. The motivational quote plague is perhaps most notable at workout facilities like the gym where Chris and I
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
Man, I'm loving this new
Palisade.
Yeah.
Every time I drive, I feel like I'm in a movie now.
Oh,
Wow, that's an entrance.
is she okay?
Oh, yeah, they always are.
John, these motorcyclists look upset. You just stopped.
Yeah, and they didn't. I could do this all day.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
I made a wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the world.
You so much. It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden.
I would like to cancel a wish.
Sorry, we don't really do that.
Obsession. Rated R. Only in theaters May 15th. Look closely. When every line is considered, every detail refined, when design and performance come together as one, all you see is everything you want. The Dell XPS.
You want it so bad, go get it, I dare ya.
What if you could go back in time and see Noah's Ark for yourself? You can, at the Life-Size Ark in Northern Kentucky. The Ark Encounter is more than an architectural wonder. It's an unforgettable experience for the whole family. Step back in history and encounter the wonder.
Excited about my ideas that I couldn't wait to tell everyone. I would sit down with my friends and we'd talk for hours about what we would do. We would talk about starting companies, changing the world, and becoming billionaires. Oh, how fun it was to dream. But then I noticed something. Every time I talked about my plans, things didn't go as well as I hoped. The reason? Too many opinions. When you tell everyone your plans, what happens? Everyone starts giving you advice. Advice from people who have never done what you're trying to do. Advice from people who are scared of taking risks themselves. Advice from people who, let's be honest, sometimes don't want to see you succeed. It's like inviting 100 chefs into your kitchen to make a single dish. Too many cooks spoil the broth, my friends. Too many voices confuse your direction. And then there's another problem. When you speak too much about your plans, you use up all the excitement in talking, not doing. Think about it. When you tell someone your big idea, they might say, "Wow, that sounds amazing." And for a moment, it feels like you've already succeeded. You feel good. But the problem is that feeling of accomplishment you get from talking replaces the drive you need to actually do it. Instead of spending energy on execution, you spend it on conversation. Instead of working quietly, you're busy seeking validation. My advice? Keep quiet. Let your actions do the talking. Now, some of you might be thinking, "But Jack, what's wrong with sharing my ideas? Shouldn't I ask for feedback? Shouldn't I get advice from people who care about me?" Well, here's where things get tricky. Of course, you should seek guidance, but not from everyone. You see, not all advice is good advice. Let me give you an example. When I started Alibaba, nobody believed in us. People thought I was crazy. An e-commerce business in China? Are you serious? The internet is for Western countries, Jack, not China. I remember one of my teachers telling me, "Jack, maybe you should stick to teaching. Business is too risky." If I had listened to them, if I had shared my full vision with everyone and allowed them to plant doubts in my mind, do you think Alibaba would exist today? Of course not. Sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who unknowingly hold you back. Not because they don't love you, but because they don't see what you see. Your vision is your vision. It's personal. It's unique. They haven't walked in your shoes. They haven't experienced your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations. So how can they truly understand what you're trying to achieve? That's why I say, don't tell everyone your plans. Not everyone is ready to hear them. Not everyone is ready to believe in you the way you believe in yourself. And most importantly, not everyone is capable of giving you the right kind of advice. It's like planting a seed. You don't pull the seed out every day to show everyone what you're growing. No.
Yes, sir.
You leave it in the soil. You water it, you take care of it.
Right.
And one day, it becomes a tree. Then, and only then, can people see the results of your hard work.
Yes, sir.
When you're quiet about your plans, something magical happens. You become more focused. And you start focusing on the work itself. That's when real progress happens. Let me share, if I started building Alibaba, there was a lot of noise. Everyone was talking about the dot-com bubble, about how e-commerce would never work in China. I remember attending business meetings and people would say, "Jack, you're wasting your time. Nobody in China wants to buy things online. We prefer to go to the markets, touch the products, bargain for the price." But what did I do? Did I go around arguing with them, trying to convince them they were wrong? No. I kept my mouth shut and worked hard. I kept my vision close to my heart and focused on building something amazing. We were a small team, working day and night, eating instant noodles, sleeping in the office. We didn't have time to talk. We were too busy working. And guess what? When Alibaba finally took off, everyone was shocked. "How did this happen?" they asked. And I smiled. "I told you so," I thought. But I didn't say it out loud, of course. That's the beauty of quiet execution. You surprise people with results, not words. Now let's talk about something else. Jealousy. This is a hard truth, But not everyone will be happy for you when you succeed. In fact, some people will be envious. They might smile to your face, but deep down, they don't want you to win. And you know what? When you tell these kinds of people your plans, they can sabotage you, sometimes without even realizing it. I'm sure many of you have experienced this. You tell someone your dream, and instead of supporting you, they say things like, "Are you sure? That sounds risky," or "Do you think you're really capable of doing that?" Their doubts start to creep into your mind. You begin questioning yourself, and before you know it, you've lost confidence in your own ability. That's what jealousy does. It's subtle, it's sneaky, and it can destroy your dreams before they even start. So what's the solution? Simple. Don't give people the opportunity to be jealous. Keep your plans to yourself. Let them find out about your success when it's too late to stop you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should never tell anyone your plans. Of course, there are times when you need advice, when you need feedback, when you need to bounce ideas off someone else. But here's the key. Be selective. Don't share your plans with people who don't understand your vision. Don't share them with people who are negative or pessimistic. Instead, find a small group of trusted individuals, people who believe in you, people who have experience, people who can offer constructive criticism. In my case, I had a few close friends and mentors who supported me during the early days of Alibaba. They didn't always understand what I was doing, but they believed in my ability to figure it out. They encouraged me to keep going, even when things got tough. And let me tell you, things got really tough. There were times when we had no money, no resources, no hope. But because I surrounded myself with the right people, I was able to push through the challenges. I didn't need 100 opinions, I just needed a few good ones. Let's address another issue, fear.
We're going to stop right there for our motivation for the day, so we can get some good work in. You know how it go. So I like the last couple times I just typed in motivation, because it didn't give us a bunch of just screaming at us or nothing like that, but it just gave us some simple thoughts from some minds, much like our own, that we can take and we can use for ourselves. Sorry if it was a little bit of feedback in the mic. Make sure y'all can hear me. I can hear myself. All right, so going forward today, I'm pretty sure we've done this before on Expansion Pack, but we're gonna do it again. You know, it ain't never gonna hurt to do, just repeat a little little taste of process now. All right, so we listening today. All right, look like I'm crooked. There you go. Today we listening. I go through and I see these videos all the time, and if I'm like cleaning, working on something, doing something like that, I'll pull them up myself and I'll listen to them myself. So let's just go ahead and let's listen to some of them. Just a little bit of knowledge mixed with quotes to give you a good blend of know-how, wisdom, so to speak. All right. There we go. And y'all know I like to listen to these because this stuff
From
is
idea to submission, empower students to do their best work with Grammarly's
wake up
comprehensive
here,
AI
you
writing
woke up,
assistance.
it's happening
What
right
if
now.
they could jumpstart
inside
ideas
of
for any assignment?
The human body is absolutely incredible, and in today's video, with the help of the cadavers here in the lab, we're going to take a look at 20 mind-blowing facts that help illustrate just how incredible it really is. Let's do this.
I hope this is a good enough one. I think it should be.
If someone were to have their heart removed,
The hard facts.
Indiana Jones style, just minus the forceful entry and bursting into flames, the heart could actually continue to beat, as it does in Indiana Jones, for around 3 minutes. And that's because the heart is capable of what's called self-excitation, which is where the heart muscle itself is what determines when it's going to beat. This is completely independent of the brain, although the brain can come in there and does play a role in some ways at times. I'm just saying the heart doesn't need the brain to beat. And this is important because if you had a head injury and you went unconscious and you couldn't tell the heart to beat, that's a big problem because neurological tissue can start dying in around 90 seconds or so. If you could unfold the respiratory tubes within the lungs and then lay them flat, you would get a surface area around 50 to 75 square meters, which is roughly the same size as a tennis court. This is due to the fact that the bronchial tubes have 33 generations. So what that means is that the trachea here is 1 generation, and then what happens is it splits into the primary bronchi, and that's the 2nd generation. Then those will split again into the lobar bronchi, creating the 3rd generation. That happens 33 times, and it just fills up the entirety of the lungs, which is why you're gonna have such a large amount of surface area, because 33 generations is just a lot. Humans are born with around 300 individual bones, but by adulthood, they reach an average of 206 bones. And that is due to bones actually fusing together to form just larger bones. But the reason why I say average is because variability exists within our species. And some people, possibly even you, have extra bones that the rest of us don't have. And a good example of this are what are called Wormian bones. Wormian bones are islands of bone that form within the cranial sutures. These Wormian bones can arise anywhere within the sutures and look different from person to person. So, some people may have lots of Wormian bones, while others may only have 1 or none at all. Determining how many skin cells we lose per day is actually a little more difficult than you may imagine, but it's often cited that we lose anywhere between 30 and 40,000 skin cells per minute, which would mean we're losing around 1.8 to 2.4 million skin cells every single hour, which would then mean we're losing between 43.2 and 57.6 million skin cells every single day. That's dusty. The human eye consists of photoreceptor cells called rods and cones.
All right, it's the last
rods are active during low light situations, and cones are responsible for processing color. However, the human eye only has 3 types of cones, which are sensitive to wavelengths that correspond to red, blue, and green. Through color mixing, lighting, and various other neurological processes, it's often cited that humans can see around 1 million or so different colors, all originating from three different cones. The human heart beats between 2.5 and 3 billion times over the course of your lifetime. Now, given that the heart pumps around 2,000 gallons or 7,570 liters of blood per day, that means over your lifetime, this thing is pumping around 55 million gallons of blood or around 208 million liters of blood. That's incredible. On average, you breathe somewhere around 20,000 times per day, which adds up to 672 liters or 178 gallons of air, which is enough to fill up 850 balloons. The human skull contains an average of 22 cranial bones.
Okay, now, I know that was a lot on y'all. But that's how I like it. So, obviously, all of these things apply to all of us. From the lungs to and what I mean is, listen to me, the lungs to the heart to the bones, all of those things, we got all that. All right? I need to really make sure that my mic, it's always better when I can hear it. Hold on, y'all, give me 1 second. All right. So, all of those things apply to us. Every last one of them. Because you have them. And it's good to have the knowledge of what is going on or what they are. Just imagine this. You got Pinocchio up there, right? He like, all right. But Geppetto behind him don't know which string to do to make his left arm slap the hell out you. Excuse me. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing for you. So we living, we moving, doing our thing, but we don't know how many liters of air we done breathed today, or how many gallons of blood we've pumped today. That little piece of information can actually help keep you healthy. The reason why is because you was asking, why do I need to go on a run? Why do I need to go on a walk? Well, your heart is not beating or pumping as efficiently if it can get run up a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Get that run up. Right now, I got a Lexercise Pro under my desk, and I'm just Lexercising it. I'm just playing. I got one of them. But that information changes how you use the information, and the information being you, being who you are as a person. Like I said, we all have heart, bones, and so on and so forth. That's what makes us us. And so do dogs and cats. They got a heart. They got lungs, bones. And you take them to the vet. The reason you take them to the vet, hey, appreciate the heart, me, Jen. The reason you take them to the vet is to keep that heart, keep that heart healthy on your pet. Having the information itself helps to keep them healthy as well. All right, let me move on to some quotes. Daily Dan can't stay on vacay, but hey, it's good to see you. Thank you for dropping through, Jen. It means so much to me. You know, I'm gonna be right back over there, tapping it up. All right, so let's get some fun facts about the brain specifically. That was about just the body. And of course, just think about it. I got these computers. I'm gonna show them to you on TikTok real quick. So I got my computer. I got my computer screens. Hey, what's happening? TikTok. But there's a central unit that runs it all, which would be the actual computer. These are just screens. So let's go back to our video. I think we done.
Here's a quick overview of what you can expect.
Started watching
First,
this whole thing
one of our
before, but we didn't
experienced
finish.
system designers will
We
visit
ain't
your
finished
site for an
watching it,
in-person assessment that can take up to 1 hour.
Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science Channel. This evening, our journey turns inward into the hidden landscape within your own skull, the human brain. It is smaller than a melon, soft as custard, and yet somehow it contains your memories, your imagination, and the shimmering thread of your identity. Scientists have found that the brain can predict the future before events unfold, that it sometimes invents entire stories to fill in the gaps of memory, and that a single thought leaves a physical trace behind. Inside its folds are networks so vast, they rival the stars in our galaxy. It is at once familiar and astonishing, the universe folded into 3 pounds of tissue. If you enjoy these gentle journeys, consider liking and subscribing, or share a thought in the comments. It helps others find their way here too, one sleepy soul at a time. But for now, you don't need to do anything at all. Just settle in, let your shoulders soften, and let your breathing fall into a slower rhythm. Now, if you're ready, let's begin. The brain predicts the future a few seconds ahead of reality. Your brain is not just a passive receiver of the present moment, it is a prediction machine. Every fraction of a second, your brain builds a model of what it expects will happen next, anticipating sounds, movements, and even the words you're about to hear. In fact, brain scans show that activity often rises in anticipation of an event before the senses actually register it. This predictive coding helps you catch a ball, understand speech even in noisy rooms, or step out of the way of danger almost instantly. Without this ability, life would feel disjointed, as if reality were arriving in jagged frames. Instead, your brain smooths out the world, always leaning a heartbeat into the future, ensuring that your experience feels seamless, continuous, and alive. Scientists have reconstructed images directly from brain signals. One of the most astonishing frontiers of neuroscience is the ability to peer into the mind.
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell PC, you can keep going from morning to night.
Parks. One vacation that changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
We invade France Monday.
We are faced with 2 aggressive storms. Call Eisenhower.
We have a small window, but the timing must be perfect.
Send my men into the storm.
They'll never see it coming.
We will accept nothing less than full victory.
Pressure, the untold true story of D-Day. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters May 29th.
With the perfect kick for steak and shrimp bucatini, Olive Garden's new Calabrian sauce just may become your new favorite homemade sauce. Then again, we're family, and families don't pick favorites. Okay, maybe they do.
You want salad?
And bread.
So what you gonna do? You're gonna take your favorite salad and you stuff it, yeah!
Stuff it!
Yeah!
Stuff it! Stuff it! Say stuff it and make any salad a stuffer. New salad stuffers at Panera.
What does blue and green mean to me?
I see blue and green.
Ready?
So, let's do this.
Oh, okay. I got you.
No. Sorry.
Noodles!
Noodles. Híjole. That was intense.
Agreed.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ready to take on urban air? Skyrider. Warrior course. Trampolines. Battle beams. Climbing walls. Unlock your adventure at Urban Air.
Federation of processes. Sever the links between them, and the hidden multiplicity of the mind emerges, showing us how fragile the illusion of singular identity really is. The brain sometimes creates entirely fake stories to explain gaps. Your brain hates uncertainty. When something doesn't make sense, it will often invent an explanation, and you may believe it without question. This phenomenon, known as confabulation, happens when the brain fills memory gaps or explains actions in ways that feel coherent but are actually false. For example, patients with certain brain injuries might insist they've eaten breakfast when they haven't, or confidently explain why they chose an object even though the real reason was hidden from their awareness. Confabulation isn't lying. It's the brain's way of preserving a continuous narrative of self. And it doesn't only occur in cases of brain damage. Everyday memory works the same way, smoothing over errors and stitching fragments into seamless stories. Much of what you think of as memory is not a perfect record, but a careful fiction crafted by the mind. Some people can remember every day of their lives in detail. For most of us, memory is selective and hazy, with yesterday blending into the week before. But a handful of people possess an extraordinary gift, highly superior autobiographical memory, or HSAM. These individuals can recall the weather, conversations, and even what they ate on any given day of their lives, stretching back decades. Ask them about a random date, and they can tell you the day of the week, what news was happening, and what they were wearing. Brain scans suggest that their memory networks are unusually active and densely connected, though scientists still don't fully understand why. Interestingly, this gift can feel like a burden. The inability to forget means reliving painful experiences as vividly as joyful ones. Their minds act like living archives, preserving a detailed, ceaseless timeline of existence. A reminder of how astonishingly variable human memory can be. The brain generates enough electricity to light a small bulb. Though your brain runs on chemistry and biology, it is also an electrical powerhouse. At any given moment, billions of neurons are firing, sending signals across tiny gaps using quick jolts of electricity. The combined voltage of this buzzing network is enough to light a small LED bulb, around 20 watts. It's a humbling comparison. Inside your skull, thoughts, memories, and emotions all depend on faint currents flickering across tissue softer than tofu. The brain's electrical nature also makes it readable by machines. Technologies like EEG capture the faint rhythms of brain waves, turning invisible activity into measurable patterns. These patterns reveal when you are awake, dreaming, or deeply asleep. The idea that the seat of your mind, the place where you live, is also a living electrical field, glowing faintly with energy, is both haunting and beautiful. Your brain is more active at night than during the day.
We're gonna pause right there. Let me flip this camera around. So, I see you got it. Zanita 67 out there. Let me just spread the love around to anybody else. Do you see how that makes you feel to hear all of those processes? Now, like I said, you may be using the thing all day long. You use that. You've been breathing for 50 years. You've been breathing for 50 years. I'm breathing for 36. But what's been in the air we've been breathing? How has my brain, this part up here, been processing the air that I've been breathing? How does it do that? Apparently, if I take my lungs out, it'll be stretch them out. It'll have more surface area than a tennis court. And I just filled it up again. So sitting and listening to these facts, to the anatomy, to the structure and the way that it's working, it just opens you. It busts you open. You know what I'm saying? What did that little Debbie cake really do to your breathing or your stomach? How did it really get processed? I'm gonna give you something to eat in a minute. Anyway, let's like this video. Let's definitely subscribe. Alright. Moving right along. I gotta step away for a second, but I'm gonna make sure y'all got something to watch in the meantime. Let's look at some not the anatomy. Let's not look at the anatomy. Let's just look at some quotes about the anatomy or about the brain or the mind. Let's see what they got.
Life is short, and the art long. The occasion fleeting,
like 2 seconds.
Experience fallacious, and judgment difficult. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. Natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. Walking is man's best medicine. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Cure, sometimes. Treat often, comfort always. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. Make a habit of two things, to help, or at least to do no harm. The greatest medicine of all is to teach people how not to need it. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. The art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. In a healthy body resides a healthy mind. Declare the past, diagnose the present, foretell the future. Extreme remedies are very appropriate for extreme diseases.
Hold on, I think I like that last one.
When the disease is at its... Declare the past, diagnose the present, foretell the future. Extreme remedies are very appropriate for extreme diseases. When the disease is at its acme, there is no more hope of life.
What is acme? We're gonna have to look that up. Only acme I know was not. Hey, they sold a lot of products, but it wasn't.
A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician. In the first place, the physician should cleanse the patient's body of all the passions. Rest is sometimes the best medicine. A healthy mind is essential for a healthy body. The greatest medicine is a healthy lifestyle. Disease is the result of an imbalance within the body. The foundation of health is a well-balanced diet. A cheerful mind contributes to good health. Walking is the best exercise for the body and mind. The goal of medicine is to promote healing, not to harm. Prevention is better than cure. Treat each patient as an individual with unique needs and circumstances. Nature is the best teacher for the physician. A calm and peaceful environment is conducive to healing. A good physician treats the patient as a whole, not just the disease. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. The body has the power to heal itself if given the right conditions. Health is not merely the absence of disease, but a state of complete well-being. A wise man should consider that health is the greatest of human blessings. The art of medicine consists of amusing the patient while nature cures the disease.
Right. Yeah.
The best physicians are those who educate their patients in the care of their own bodies.
There you go.
The seasons and the temperature of the air change the qualities of the human body. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. It is better to know the patient who has the disease than the disease the patient has. The natural force within each of us is the greatest healer of disease. The soul is the same in all living creatures, although the body of each is different. The natural healing force within each of us is the greatest force in getting well. The way to health is to have an aromatic bath and a scented massage every day.
You need one of them.
Knowledge alone is not enough. It is the application of knowledge that brings healing. There are, in fact, two things: science and opinion. The former begets knowledge, the latter ignorance. The physician must be able to tell the antecedents, know the present, and foretell the future.
We're gonna get two more.
To heal, one must first understand the nature of the person's suffering. The physician's role is to assist the body's natural healing abilities.
Right.
It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has.
Mm-hmm. Tell my people. I think this little piece of story will help to give my vision and outlook on health in general, and then specifically mental health. Each person right now in the whole entire world, unless you burnt them off, has a fingerprint. And that fingerprint, as they tell me, is unique to you. Now, if you were to scale that up, not only is your fingerprint unique to you, your eyes are unique to you as well. Meaning that if they were to take a scan of your eye, no other eye would look like that. So you got two pieces on you that, and I'm just giving you examples anyway. You got two pieces on you, or two things on you that have nobody else can't copy that. Now I said fingerprint, also your whole handprint. Boom, you put your hand down on that thing, boy, that's you. All right, so that's three pieces of you that can't be fabricated without you. All right, they ain't making new handprints. They ain't printing out new hands. Talking about just a handprint that we got to use for that scanner. Because you see what I'm saying? Unless they have a scan of your handprint, it's unique to you. Your eye is unique to you. It got created and brought here through a gestation process that it can't be replicated again without your actual eye and then copying it. So three pieces of you are unique. Now, those are the pieces that you can touch. The parts that you can't touch, that signal that gets beamed in every day that you wake up to go get your coffee, that is unique to you as well. Now, can somebody take your hand and put it on the scanner and get your fingerprint? Yes. Can they take your head, put it up in front of the thing and get your eye scanned? Yes. And your hand. So guess what? They can hijack that signal that's beamed in every single day to telling you to get that coffee. It can be hijacked as well. What you want to begin to do, though, however, is bring in and rein in some of that control. The way to do that looks like health. Not doing that looks like disease. For example, you spend time filtering your thoughts. What I mean is, you may go somewhere quietly and there's no radio, there's no phone, there's just you. And you're able to take a better look, a good look, first time look, whatever, at what it is that is going on here. What it is that you see, what it is that you think, what it is that you hear, even what it is that you output. Because eventually, or even if you don't already, you may have some self-talk within that process. All right, filter in your thoughts. That is the start to health. Now you can go run a mile. You can go drink more water. But I guarantee that running that mile and drinking that water won't do nothing for you if you think it won't. So filtering your thoughts, first step to health. Because that signal may be hijacked. That signal, man, it's telling you to get that coffee, might be a bad signal. Yeah, the coffee keep you up, but it might be doing something else. You got to study that too. You got to get down there and you got to study that digestive tract. Maybe the reason why you feel bloated is because you have not filtered your thoughts enough to know that your signal has been hijacked and that coffee is making you feel bloated. Risk over reward. So you're taking the risk that you're going to feel bloated because the reward is you're going to be up off that coffee. I don't know. I'm making this up. But there's a billion zillion things that we ingest that may be literally poison for us. We don't want to get bit by a snake, but we'll drink poison. I don't know. I had some McDonald's yesterday. Hey, it is what it is. What time is it? 9:48. I think we got a little bit more time for one more video. Let's get some laughter in. Laughter for health. We gotta laugh. I'm gonna say something about some health. Yeah, I ain't laughing. But today we just listening, really.
Whoever invented this deserves a raise. I don't know why it took until 2026 for people to realize how useful this handheld peeler really is. Grip it, swipe once, and the peel comes right off fast and clean. I barely have to try. Still looks clean. The best part is it glides smoothly so you don't dig in or slip. It works great on potatoes, carrots, apples, and cucumbers. The peels come off in neat strips and cleanup is easy.
One of y'all buy
you can prep a whole bowl in just a few minutes. Honestly, this is the kind of tool every kitchen needs. It's on sale right now, so make sure you grab one before it sells out.
That was AI. The multi-function vegetable peel. Hey, one of y'all buy that.
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell PC, you have all the power you need for whatever the day and night brings.
Nikki Freeman love me more than anyone in the world.
I love you so much.
What kind of spells you put on her?
Rated R. Only in theaters May 15th.
What does blue and green mean to me?
Firehouse Subs has reimagined the steak and cheese. Introducing the Steak and Cheese Melt. Flame-seared prime rib meets melty provolone. Top sliced, toasted twice, and extra melty. Because firefighters do things the right way. The Steak and Cheese Melt, only at Firehouse Subs.
Another great hotel.
And another great deal.
Same here. Pages 285 a night on my favorite site.
Did I miss something?
You didn't check Trivago.
I paid $170.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 40%. Hotel? Trivago.
I'm not coming on Saturday. I'm strapped for cash.
You should sell some stuff on Depop. There's no selling fees and it's super easy.
I'm a millionaire. I am rich, so he is rich, and she is rich, and we is rich, oh.
Make money easily with no selling fees on Depop. Download now.
Ready? So, let's do this.
Oh, okay.
I got you. No. Sorry.
Noodles!
Noodles. Híjole. That was intense.
Agreed. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
ER Services U. If you have an emergency, call ER Services. You never know when a problem might pop up. We're here 24/7 with no extra fees because emergencies don't happen on schedule. ER Services can help with any of your plumbing or air care needs, and we'll be there fast with honesty, reliability, and satisfaction you can trust. When you have an emergency and need help fast, ER Services U.
For someone who has everything except for a way to keep their shoes on, available only during Pizzamas at dftba.com. What's your opinion on licorice? Strongly in favor. How do you become well-read? I don't know, I mostly read books that are recommended to me by people that I trust, but I will give you a book recommendation. This amazing, weird sci-fi book, Midnight Robber, I love it. Would you consider getting a real tattoo now that you've gotten a fake one? Well, I don't think my tattoo is fake. It was just made with water instead of ink, so it's not technically visible, but it's still real. I would consider getting more invisible tattoos. What do you think about ducks? Well, I spend an inordinate amount of time thinking about what happens to them when the pond freezes over in winter, I'll tell you that. How do you become okay with being truly alone? Okay, so I would argue that you're both never and always truly alone. Like, you're always truly alone in the sense that no one can ever fully comprehend your experience or live inside your consciousness. But you're also never truly alone because just like by virtue of living or having left that comment, you're part of this massive interconnected web of life on Earth. And that web is grateful to have you here, and when I can remember that, it helps give me the energy to connect more meaningfully with other people, whether it's online or in real life, and in turn that makes me feel more aware of this big web that I'm part of, which makes me feel less alone. What is the opposite of guacamole? Hello, Macog. In 50 years, what country do you think will be the less alone? What is the opposite of guacamole? Hello, Macog. In 50 years, what country do you think will be the world's biggest superpower? I think in general nation states will be slightly less important than they are now, but I'm gonna say India. What's your favorite research chemical? What am I, Walter White? What should I get my girlfriend for our 3-year anniversary? Let me answer your question with a question. Does your girlfriend enjoy drinking liquids? Because if so, she might enjoy this Pizza John travel mug available for pre-order only during Pizzamas at dftba.com. How do I deal with the death of my cactus? Well, things will get easier with time, but I think for a while at least, you're gonna feel a little prickly. I'm sorry, I hate myself. Do you still have any leftover Halloween candy? If you mean does your 2-year-old daughter still have some leftover Halloween candy and you eat it occasionally because she's 2 and won't notice, then yes. Hank, happy Pizzamas! Yeah! Now, you know, I'm excited about Pizzamas. I'm just not that excited. And I'll see you tomorrow.
That's my guy. So I know that wasn't exactly like just straight laughter and dad jokes. But I was early on the dad jokes anyway, so that's why they gave me that. We'll have some dad jokes tomorrow. We'll get some good laughter in. But I hope that just sitting and listening today to the anatomy of your mind, to the anatomy of your body, having that information gives you a different outlook when you take your steps today, when you talk to someone today, when you go out into the world today, because we all are sharing this space. It's like a big ass room, excuse me, and we all got to use the door handle to get out. Well, there's gonna be a stampede. If you don't know some of this stuff, I think it gives you a little bit more grace for others, a little bit more outlook into the world when you know more about yourself. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get up off y'all head, get up off y'all nerves. TikTok, I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me out there on Twitch and everywhere else, and Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and play the song. What's the song? I think I had a song. What I had listened to. Yes, you can have that if you really want. I think that's what I listened to last time. So let's get some good. Don't leave before the song now. I swear this hour go by kind of fast. Let's listen to this one. No, well, I wanted something more happy. Well, yeah, let's get this one. This is always happy. All right, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. You know what I'm going to say. Hold on. Let me get a point at it. This is DGTA TV. Peace. Of course, you better go ahead and turn on the notifications if you have not already. And if you got any topics, just hit me up. Let me know something. This is DGTA TV. See y'all tomorrow. Listen to the song.
Potentially we could be growing till the morning sun up. I ain't gonna lie, you got me stuck in a position of love. The way you pop it like a drop and you're moving your butt. I'm in a daze, can't even count up all the ways. Trying to focus and maintain. But baby, you got me and I got you. Dancing like Soul Train, busting the moon, cutting the road till the music for loose. Now that I think about is dancing with you. It's something about your body, so sexy, it's erotic. And the dance you're hypnotic. I'm dancing in this party. And the way that you move, I wanna hit this party and dance with you. And I think about you and the way that you move. There's something about your body when I dance with you.
Yo, I need my baby when I go out late on a good day. When I look at you, I think your dancing flow like a great lake. We move and sing together. iTunes flowing right with the music whenever we move. Pick it up, drop it. You got me stuck like I'm stopping. I'm picking it up. I feel your vibes hypnotic. I'm hypnotized. This party made me realize. Start along when we vibe. Your body is dynamite. I'm having such a good time. I like your urgency when you be flirting with me. You make me feel like I'm gliding. I don't need no parachute. I'm falling for you. I believe the dance will change the mood. Let's see what this party gonna do. The way you making me feel, it's like my dreams become real. I'm loving the way you take me down. I can't control this. It's still. No. I hit the dance floor, grab your body and dip low. Lose control when we out in the dance floor.
And the way that you move,
come on.
I wanna hit this party and dance with you. When I think about you,
come on.
And the way that you,
and the way that you move.
There's something about your body when I dance with you. When I think about you,
come on.
And the way that you move, I wanna hit this party and dance with you. When I think about you and the way that you groove, there's something about your body when I dance with you.
Yeah.
When you move, dance with you. When you groove,
I hit the dance floor, grab your body and dip low. Lose control when we
when I think about you and the way that you move, I wanna hit this party and dance with you. When I think about you and the way that you groove, it's something about your body when I dance with you. When I think about you and the way that you move,
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell PC, you have all the power you need for whatever the day and night brings.
What does blue and green mean to me?
I see blue and green since I lost you.
I made a wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the world.
I love you so much.
It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden.
I would like to cancel a wish. Sorry, we don't really do that.
Obsession. Rated R. Only in theaters May 15th.
Firehouse Subs has reimagined the steak and cheese. Introducing the Steak and Cheese Melt. Flame-seared prime rib meets melty provolone. Top sliced, toasted twice, and extra melty. Because firefighters do things the right way. The Steak and Cheese Melt, only at Firehouse Subs.
Jake, battery's dead.
Oh! I've got light khaki, khaki and red and khaki and khaki.
Khaki.
And I'll take the Jake.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ready to take on urban air? Skyrider. Warrior Course. Battle Beams. Unlock your adventure at Urban Air.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No scar, got ice on the neck. 7 fish flex on the checks on that.